Hey everybody, what's up? How's it going? Robin here. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys an update on the dividend investing case study and a quick little recap for everybody who's brand new to the channel. The dividend investing case study is a dividend portfolio that I built completely from scratch in January 2020 on this channel, so at the beginning of this year. And basically what I've done is every single week I've posted an update. I've showed you guys everything I've been doing on the portfolio in terms of buying stocks. I showed you guys all the dividend income we've made, and I'll just show you guys like these monthly updates on how the dividend portfolio is going. So if you guys missed any earlier videos and you guys want to watch them, be sure to check out the playlist in the description of the video. That entire playlist will show you guys all the previous updates I want, so you guys can catch up on that as well. And throughout this dividend investing case study, I basically show you guys how I've been using the dividends to kind of grow things and benefit myself and whatnot. And today I actually have a lot of stuff I'm going to show you guys today. I have a little bit of a couple changes I want to make to the portfolio and the way we do these videos. So bear with me, guys. It's going to be a bit of a longer video than usual, but you know, I do have some changes I want to make. So anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you guys want more dividend investing based content. So let's jump into the portfolio and let's see how our dividend investments are doing for this week. Alright guys, so we're inside my investing spreadsheet here for the dividend investing case study, and this spreadsheet is split up into two different sections. We have the first spreadsheet, which is going to go over my dividend stocks, my 100% dividend stock portfolio, and then we have my second one, which is going to cover my REIT stocks, which is my real estate stocks. And keep in mind that these two portfolios, even though I have them separate, they're still part of the same case study, so all the dividends earned from the REIT stocks and the dividend stocks will kind of go all together at the end and whatnot. I just like to track them a little bit differently just to see how the REITs perform different from the dividend stocks. So that's why I kind of have them set up like that. Kind of confusing, but you know, just the way I did it. But anyways, here's the dividend investing case study spreadsheet. This is just somewhere where I track all our dividends we earn on a monthly basis. I track our monthly contributions. I track the total dividends earned from the dividend stocks, and then I track the total portfolio earnings, which is the dividend stocks plus the REIT stocks. Total earnings are in there right there. And then I track the total contributions as well. And that's pretty much all I'm tracking for now inside the spreadsheet. Of course, we're going to jump into my Wealthsimple trade account. We'll go over the stocks and the dividends and the returns and all that kind of junk kind of towards the end of the video. But here I just wanted to kind of do a quick little recap here to show you guys, you know, how we really started out from the first month, from day one, and then we just kind of grew over time and whatnot. So when we first started the dividend investing case study, you can see here we made 44 cents, and then as the months went by, we started in January 2020, so it's at the beginning of this year. You know, things just sort of grew, and in the beginning we were putting about $100 a week, and then towards the end of or start of July kind of thing, I started really ramping up and focusing 100% on these portfolios, and my goal was to basically put any kind of free cash or all my free cash flow into this entire portfolio, and I'd split it between the two portfolios, the REITs and the dividend stocks. And you can see here we really jumped it up. In June we deposited $400, and then in July we've deposited $950 just into our dividend stocks. So we really ramped it up for that month, and we're going to continue to do so. I haven't put too much in so far in August, but I'm just waiting on some transfers and payments and stuff like that to go through, and then we'll start ramping it up towards the end of the month. So first of all, I just want to say recap for last month. Last month we made $13.22 with the dividend stocks, and in August so far we made $3.03 in dividends so far. Now before we jump into my Wealthsimple trade account, I wanted to talk about some new things inside the dividend investing case study today, and I wanted to share with you guys more of my goals and share with you guys like what I actually plan to do with this case study. So I made another spreadsheet, so let's jump into that spreadsheet and talk more about kind of why I'm doing this and some plans for the future that will hopefully inspire you guys and myself to stick with this kind of thing. Alright guys, so here's a new spreadsheet, which is what I'm going to be doing in these investing case studies from now on. This is a quick little update. It's just a way for me to kind of track my goals, and I want to show you guys the whole entire, like the reason why I'm doing this, and I want to do this to, number one, inspire myself to appreciate the things that the portfolio is doing for me as time goes on, and also just really inspire you guys and show you guys that you don't need to have a lot of money or you don't need to invest a lot just to start to see some benefit from your dividend stocks. And then as this you know, this case study grows over time, we can kind of start to see like how this is changing my life, and you guys can see how this can potentially change your life, even just from some very basic things to start up to go all the way up until like maybe paying for my goal, for example here, is to eventually pay for everything that I own in life and basically allow me to spend less time working and increase my quality of life. That's the goal for the dividend investing case study. It's to kind of have it where it's covering most of my monthly costs. It's allowing me to work less, or at least I can choose the work that I want to do, kind of thing, and increase my quality of life so I can just afford better things, buy better things, make my life easier, kind of thing. Basically live like my ideal life in my head, kind of thing. We'll just go over this really quickly because I don't want to spend too much time talking about this, but I think it's really important and this is really cool. I'm really excited about going through this. So the current monthly income from the dividend stocks is $21.12. This is both portfolios added together, and so that's about $20, $21 we're getting on an average month. That was last month. So every single month I'm going to update that to include each month and basically go through there. And here's our total dividend income. So everything added together, we made $80.21 so far. And here's the expenses covered so far from the dividend stocks. And this is what I'm going to start to include. And basically what I'm going to do is put everything that I'm using the dividend payments for. And these are basically like little goals for me, and I'm doing this to show you guys like how like even just simple things can start to add up. So one of my first goals, for example, when I started this case study, was to get my dividend stocks to pay for my daily cup of coffee. So every single day, I like to wake up in the morning and I have a cup of coffee here. I can sit down and just basically appreciate the fact that I've saved up money. My dividend portfolio is now earning me that daily coffee, and I can just drink it and just kind of, just appreciate things and let it kind of inspire me, right, to keep going. And it's so cool when you change your perspective like that. But anyways, so daily cup of coffee, this is just rough estimates. I just did a quick Google search. I didn't actually calculate it myself. It's probably a little bit less than this, to be honest, but I just used this rough amount just because there are some days I like to have maybe 2 cups of coffee, or maybe I'll go to like a Tim Hortons or something like that. It's not very often, but once or twice a week maybe I'll do that kind of thing, and I'll buy a cup of coffee. So I use like the average price for one homemade cup of coffee, which on Google said 20 cents, but give or take that could be a little bit less or a little bit more depending on how much coffee you drink and what you buy and stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of keep it basic there. And total monthly cost was 20 cents a day. So average month you have 30 days in a month, or I guess 31 days or 28. We'll just use 30, right? And that's going to equal $6 in total. So in order to pay for a cup of coffee every single day, that's going to cost me $6. And over here in this last column, I have the monthly cost. So this is basically the monthly cost of everything that my dividends are paying for. And then in the right column, I have a total cost, which is everything added up together. So in order to make my daily cup of coffee, I had to buy a French press. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a quick little video of me actually making a cup of coffee. This is me using it this morning. But the French press costed $18. I think I bought it for about $15. I can't remember the price, but I just did a quick little search on Amazon for a French press that you guys can kind of check out and whatnot, and it was about $10 to $15 or something like that. So I'll put a link in the description of this video if you guys want to buy that and check that out. But I'm not going to include that in the monthly cost because it's just a one-time purchase, but I will include it in the total cost because I did pay for it with my dividends. So with my dividends so far, guys, I bought a French press that I can make a daily coffee, and I now am able to afford a daily coffee for the rest of my life, essentially. So little things, like I said, but we're going to work on it and go from there. My next goal is to basically get my dividends to pay for 1 day's worth of food, and then we want to kind of work it up from there. And obviously we're going to start with the necessities. So the necessities are things like groceries, food, rent, eventually a vehicle, internet. I wrote a few things down at the bottom here, and I will just be, as they pop into my head, I will be adding them through there. So like eventually I want to put things like maybe Netflix, so I can watch some movies, maybe like a new TV or something like that. And I really want to experience life from like a basic standpoint and just kind of use my dividends to pay for things and just really appreciate things more in life because of that. So let me know what you guys think of this. I know I didn't do this in my previous videos, but let me know what if you guys like this kind of stuff, this kind of thing, because I think it's really inspiring and it adds a little bit more. You guys can see more of my life through these videos, and I can share it more with you guys, and hopefully it can inspire you guys more and whatnot. So let me know what you guys think of that. So anyways, here's the portfolio. We'll go over the two portfolios separately. We'll start off with the dividend stocks here. So a lot of things have been happening in the market over the past couple weeks or so. And keep in mind, most of our stocks are in Canadian stocks. It's about 50, ideally I want to get to about 50-50 Canadian and US here. That we will maybe focusing a little bit on Canadian stocks because it is in our tax-free savings account. But it's a bit of both, right? Because there's both reasons to hold both. So over the last day, our TFSA, which is just under $4,000, you can see $3,934 Canadian. Over the course of 1 day, we were up $20, which is 52%, 0.52%. So as you guys can see, Canadian stocks have actually jumped up quite a bit, and they're kind of continuing to rise. Over the past week, our Canadian stocks are up $129, 3.27% in the past week. So that's a 3% gain in 1 week. That's actually pretty big. And as you guys can see with our portfolio right now, 3% equals $128. So that's pretty significant. We just basically went up. I'm going to say we made $100, but we went up $100 in the past week just from stocks rising. Over the last month, we are up $205, which is 5.23%. 5.23% in the past month is once again pretty huge. So as you guys can see, Canadian stocks took a big dip. Canadian U.S. stocks rose up pretty quickly after the big crash and whatnot, and the Canadian stocks were still kind of down. We lagged behind a little bit, but as you can see, everything else is starting to kind of catch up as things are starting to open up and whatnot. So that's probably going to keep happening over the next little while. So that's why I kind of just kept investing in Canadian stocks, because I knew they were going to rise, and also because with the currency conversion and whatnot, Canadian stocks are just cheaper to buy at the moment. So over the past 3 months, we are up 9.45%, so almost 10% in the past 3 months. That's like a year's worth of earnings. So as you guys can see, when the stock market crashes, it creates a lot of opportunities to really jumpstart your gains. So I made 9.45% so far in the past 3 months. That's pretty powerful, guys. And over the past year, we are up 3.65% because, of course, this is we had this portfolio before the crash. So this includes the crash, and then we're starting to come up. So at the end of everything, we are up 3.65%, which is $143, which is still pretty decent, in my opinion. So before we go any further inside the portfolio, guys, I just want to do a quick little recap, is that if you guys want to support the channel, there's an affiliate link to Wealthsimple Trade in the description of the video. Click that link, and if you guys make an account with that link and you trade $100 worth of stocks, you'll get $10 for free, and I'll get $10 for free for doing this. So if you guys want to support the channel and you just want to get an extra $10 for yourself to trade on Wealthsimple Trade, and you guys want to follow alongside with me, you can do that. Just make sure you use that affiliate link in the description of this video. And thank you everybody who uses that affiliate link. I appreciate it very much. As you guys can see on my screen, here's a list of all the people who have used my affiliate link so far. So thank you guys very much for doing that. Alright, so here's the actual portfolio holdings. So as you guys can see, this is a really basic, Canadian dividend investing portfolio. Our main holdings are Canadian banks with some other finance stocks and a little bit of everything in here, with some ETFs kind of at the bottom. So we have our Canadian stocks at the top here. We have Enbridge and Fortis, Manulife. I'm not going to go into specific holdings. I do that once a month in my monthly updates, because it would take me forever to go through it in these videos. So you guys can check out my monthly updates. I did one a couple days ago, which goes in depth inside my portfolio. So you guys can check that out if you want. But once again, we have Shaw Communications, we have TransAlta Renewables, TD, and then the big ETFs I hold inside the dividend portfolio are VDY and XHD so far. So these are the big ones I hold. These are the ones I'm trying to buy, and I got some other ones here that I bought a little while back, but I don't have a lot of holdings in them. So the bulk of the portfolio is in VDY here, as you guys can see, and this is a Vanguard Canadian High Dividend Yield ETF. And as you guys can see, we are up 3% overall, which is $20 from that one. And then the other one for our US stocks is XHD. Might be swapping this out in the future. I'm still just looking for other opportunities out there, but it is a monthly dividend payment ETF, so that's pretty cool, right? Because I want to get that monthly income rolling in. So it was attractive at first, but I'm not too sure. And that return is at 1.85%, $14 overall, so not too shabby, right? And at the bottom here, we have $7 available to trade. I'm not going to be buying anything for this week as I do this video, because I did buy things a couple days ago. And once again, I'm waiting on some transfers, so I will be putting a couple $100 more into this portfolio over the next couple days. And if we go to activity, I'll show you guys my buys over the past couple weeks or so. So I bought SIS, which is Slaveria Corp. Not too long ago, I bought a share of that. Bought a couple shares of VDY, VRE. Actually, that's my REIT portfolio. So in our tax-free savings account, sorry, VDY I bought a couple shares of CIBC, and that was last week. XHD, VDY, once again, XHD, just kind of building up those ETFs, and that's pretty much it. And that was going into last week. So that's pretty much it in the portfolio, guys. Not too much going on, just some regular stuff here. If we go to dividends, we can see the last couple dividends. We're starting to get some more from August. So we'll go tax-free savings account, and this is my dividend portfolio once again. As you guys can see here, we're still getting dividends into August. It's August 12th right now as I do this video. So yesterday we got our VDI dividend of $1.93, and then you can see some trickle Dividends just kind of trickling through here over the past little while. And as you guys can see, like we get them all the time. Like it's really cool to get like these little paychecks, if you will. You know, every couple days, it's like you just get paid from all these different sources. It's really cool. I love dividend investing, as you guys can tell. It's just so cool to see the money start to really add up over time, kind of thing. So it's been a blast, and you know, if I haven't said it already, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for being subscribers. You know, you guys are keep me doing this stuff, so I really appreciate that. So this is the dividend portfolio. Not too much else to talk about this. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. So let's hop over to our REIT portfolio and let's see how our real estate has been doing so far. Here's the REIT portfolio, guys, and once again, this is part of the overall dividend portfolio. I just like to keep my REITs separate, and at some point in time going in the future, I probably will combine them together into one tax-free savings account. I'm just not too sure what I want to do with my TFSA so far. I'm going to wait to the end of the year when I see how much contribution room I have left, if I have any, and we'll see what we're going to do from there. But our REITs are actually starting to add up, and the returns are starting to grow, so I might be doing that sooner than later, but we'll kind of wait and see how things go. But anyways, here's our REITs. We started this portfolio in March. We started buying the REITs in March, and then we kind of just started adding them. Once again, we started with about $100 a week, but starting in July, we wanted to really ramp it up. So we put $950 as well into the REITs as well. So if you want to see the total monthly contributions, that'd be about $1,700 or something like that, or $1,800, whatever it'd be, kind of thing. So we put quite a bit into the portfolio last month. It's almost $2,000. So it's a pretty significant month, and I don't know if we're gonna put that much in August. We'll have to see, maybe, but we'll definitely be trying to put as much as we can. So once again, you know, we can see the monthly dividends starting to add up, and in August so far, August 12th, so far, the date we're recording this video, we have $9. So we already made more in August than we made in July, and this is the effect of putting so much money in. As you guys can see, I think all of the REITs we have actually pay on a monthly basis. So because we ramped up the distributions last month, and those dividends are starting to compound, you can see the effect it's starting to have. It's going to have a more bigger effect on the portfolio, and you're going to see bigger increases on the REIT stocks because of those monthly payments, right? Eventually, the dividend portfolio will start to have more, but some of those stocks pay quarterly, so you don't get them all on a monthly basis, but it will add up in the end, and it'll pretty much be the same, but it's nice to get that monthly income for the REIT. So we can see already $9 for the month of August, and if you want to add up our other $3 we got from the dividends, that's about like $10 or $11, $12 in total, so not too shabby. And once again, $50 contributed. Total dividends earned $31 from our real estate stocks so far. And here's our total contributions here on the right side with $2,600. So let's jump into the portfolio and let's see how our REIT stocks have been doing. All right, so here's our REIT portfolio here. As you guys can see, it's in a personal account. Probably will transfer to a TFSA pretty soon or figure out what we're going to do. But $2,841 so far. Over the last day, we are down 0.15%. Over the last week, we are up 3.70%, which is $100. So REITs are on their way up, just like Canadian stocks. So it looks like, you know, they're both on their way up. Over the course of 1 month, our REITs are up $154, so 5.47%. So we can see real estate is making a strong recovery, as I predicted, because I don't think anything's going to slow down the Canadian real estate, at least not anytime soon. And over the past 3 months, we are up 8%. So once again, pretty significant increase. So, you know, a lot of people weren't sure about REITs a couple months ago. Even I wasn't 100% sure, but I did have faith in the bigger companies to kind of pull through, and that's kind of what I stuck to. So, you know, our REITs doing pretty well. And all time, we are up for almost 4% with the REITs. So after market crash and whatnot, to be up 4% is pretty good. You know, for a year that was supposed to be horrible, you know, we're doing pretty good. So I'm not going to complain. So our REITs we have, I bought a new REIT not too long ago, and we'll go over that in just a second. But the REIT portfolio we have is Brookfield. We have Dream Industrial Real Estate. I actually did a video about Dream Industrial Real Estate. I think it was a video or two ago where I did my top 3 Canadian REITs. Check out that video if you guys want. Dream Industrial REIT was in that video, and I told you guys I was going to buy it, and here it is in my portfolio for $11 Canadian. We bought 2 shares of it, and I will be adding more in the future as time goes on. So we have Dream Industrial Real Estate, H&R REIT, RioCan, Canadian First Asset REIT, VRE, XRE, and ZRE, which are just different ETFs inside the portfolio, and we only have $10, and I don't think we can buy anything with $10.32. It looks like we're just short of buying H&R REIT, so we can't buy that. We'll have to wait. Maybe if we get a dividend or 2 over the next couple days, but I don't think we have any coming in. But just do a quick little recap here, guys. We'll check out the dividends for the REIT portfolio. Let's take a peek here. And you guys can see here, VRE paid a dividend the other day for $1.74, and Ryokan paid out our biggest dividend so far of $4.08. That's a huge dividend from Ryokan. I actually put a lot of money into Ryokan over the past month or so. The bulk of our what we bought last month was Ryokan. So as you guys can see, like, you can already see that benefit coming in here at a $4 dividend. It's pretty sweet. And then once again, all these other REITs we have paid out. And like I said, the cool thing about the REITs is they do pay monthly, so that this will start to compound and grow pretty quickly as time goes on. But that's pretty much the REIT portfolio, guys. Once again, I just want to do a quick little recap. So I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover inside this video. So if there's anything I missed, let me know in the comment section. But thank you guys for watching. And if you guys do appreciate these videos, be sure to give the video a big thumbs up. It really helps out. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you guys want these updates that I do on a regular basis. I do them pretty much once a month. So stay tuned for that. So anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for joining me here today, guys. I'm sorry about the long video. I know it's a little bit longer than usual, but I did want to talk about some other things and give you guys a quick little update here. So let me know what you guys think of the video in the comment section. Have yourself a good day, and I'll see you guys later.